Hello, my name is Yarrow Willard and I'm a clinical herbalist on Vancouver Island, but today I'm here hanging out with a friend, Cattail. See all these cattails here? Yeah, and I just wanted to share a little bit about this plant. It's a really powerful plant. I once heard from a herbalist that this plant was actually, if there was one plant on the planet and they could only have one plant, they would choose cattail. I was like, why? Well, basically all of these stems, all these leaves here, can be used to build housing, can be used to build mats, build housing. The tops of them can be used for fluffing and pillow and insulation, but then also they contain a lot of starch in the roots. Just see I got a bit of root here. This starch can be pounded out and as a sugar, really best harvested in the fall. You can see right here in this bit here, there's a ton of starch in there that's quite sweet actually. But what I'm really out here to do today is to harvest some of the pollen. Now pollens in general are something I'm a huge fan of, and cattail pollen in particular is really high in protein, and it's a high in, I guess, neurotransmitter type proteins, and so just useful for the endocrine system, useful for the nourishing the brain, just a good all-around type protein. So I'm going to grab one down here. I want to just show you. Oh, see this? Here is a pollen-filled protein-rich one. So coming down, I'm going to grab my cup. It's kind of hard to do with my phone here, but hopefully you can kind of see all this protein, all this pollen is coming out. Wow! Look at this bright yellow pollen that I'm just going to put into my. There we go. Yeah, so you can kind of see it, maybe right in here. This pollen is just really, really, really tasty, and so I'll be taking this and I'll harvest a bunch more. And I'll just eat it ever so slowly. Hopefully I'll be able to harvest enough to take some home with me and use throughout the rest of the summer. So yeah, if you can get out and get some pollens. Cattail is an invaluable plant with tons of just phytonutrients, and the pollen is just really rich. And in general with pollens, one of the things and why I'm such a big fan of them is because they are the part of the plant, it's that chemistry that the plant uses to send out into the world, in the sense of it puts all of its energy into the pollen so that it has the best potential to create new trees, or new cattails in this case. And yeah, it's got all that male aspect, that high proteinous, rich, nutrient dense food source. So if you can, get out and harvest some cattail pollen. Sprinkle it on food. You can just eat it as it is. You can put it into teas, or you can make elixirs, or even you can make a tincture out of it. So yeah, that's a little bit about cattail. It's a wonderful plant and invaluable. Like I said, if there was one plant left on the planet, cattail might be a really good choice. Another good choice might be coconut, because it can do all sorts of similar things. Okay, thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Once again, I'm Yarrow from Harmonic Arts.